Welcome to FOH. Kenny, we're back doing reviews. Been a month, 2 months, 3 months, 2 months?
Closer to two, I reckon. Closer to 2
months. Overseas travel, sickness, illness, rain, shitload of stuff has been going on.
Death's
well?
door. Well, I'm a lot better than I was. Just the flu. Nothing traumatic.
You haven't had coronavirus yet, have you?
Not that I'm aware of. Although, as one of the doctors said, you quite probably have, but you just don't know.
Yeah. Swear.
So
I thought you'd be like close to go down. Yeah.
Oh,
Today,
nothing if not resilient.
Yeah. Trinidad Esmeralda.
And apparently closed-minded. That's going to be discussed.
You are closed-minded.
No, that's going to be discussed at some length.
More than happy. You want to go head-to-head? Let's go head-to-head. But can we do it off camera?
Trinidad on side.
Hey, Trinidad Esmeralda. In most parts of the world, it's just doubled in price, Ken. So it's now in the realms of.
Anyone want to buy a slightly used Trinidad? Get in touch now.
Well, these two, there are countries in the world with GDPs less than both of these put together. Yeah. So apparently.
Would that be why I got one with a big split wrapper?
Yeah, because we couldn't sell it retail. So mine's got a crack at the bottom as well. Yeah, it's not going to affect it. It's not going to affect it. Check the drawer on yours, will you?
Well, very easy.
Super easy drawer. Yeah.
Even with my flu-induced weakened lungs.
54 gauge, people, 145 millimeters. It's a chunky cigar. Yeah. It's to me, it's not true Trinidad for me. I grew up with Flores.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jesus, you're just an advertisement for cigar smokers worldwide.
Listen, I haven't had one for 2 months because I've been crook. And so what do? You come out with this whopping monster thing. It's about
I'll be lucky to be alive. You don't stop bitching. I give you a petite Corona, barely stop bitching. I give you something decent size. That's in sorry, let me put on my Habanos hat.
Sorry, shouldn't this be off air?
In a super premium format that's exalted around the world, and you're still bitching, complaining. Nice.
Not bitching. No, just observing.
Hey, this is now a bloody expensive cigar. It's in the realm of Cohiba Siglo 6-ish. Yeah? So let's see how it performs. Looking forward to it. We'll be back with you at the end of the first third. Kenny, first third, what are your thoughts?
Look, it's been thoroughly enjoyable. I'm getting sort of honeysuckle characters coming out of it. It's quite mild, certainly well under medium bodied. It's quite subtle. It's clearly well constructed, despite the gaping gap in the wrapper that I got. So far so good. We won't mention pricing because otherwise it's a heap of crap that shouldn't be.
It's a bit underwhelming, isn't it?
No, I actually quite enjoy a cigar like this occasionally, and particularly, as I said, this is the first one I've had for probably 2 months with this flu and all the rest of the crap. So the last thing I wanted was some sort of Bolivar baseball bat thumping me over the head. So I'm very happy with this. But it's certainly I know what you mean. I'd say subtle. You might say underwhelming. But apparently I have no understanding of the English language.
A little bit of orange cake in there, and that's
sponge cake, orange cake, touch of ginger, touch of lemongrass.
I'm sort of really hoping that this second third gets to medium bodied. I think this is a cigar that needs to get to medium bodied.
I'm not going to be that fussed if it doesn't. If it continues like this, I wouldn't like to see it drop off at all. But if it continues like this, I'll be quite happy.
it drops off, man, I'm dropping off too, yeah, because it's. I want more. I expect
We're
more.
professionals. We're professionals. Good and bad.
Oh, we are. Yeah, good and bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all, at all. It's just I expect these to be richer.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that, and it probably should be. But for me today,
it just needs to be richer.
For me today, it's perfect so far.
What are you doing? Okay, sorry. What are you drinking?
Oh, it's a lemon concoction I made.
Good stuff. We'll be back with you at the end of the second third. So, Kenny, we're now into our second third, and this is now built for me. This is where I wanted.
It has built.
This is where I wanted it to be from the get-go. This is now, it's got a richness to it that was completely missing in that opening third. But yeah, this is Trinidad for me.
I don't see this as being quite at the level you're talking about, but it has built a little bit. But for me, that's fine. It's quite a subtle. Still got some of that honeysuckle character.
Honeysuckle, toasted tobacco, that really toasted tobacco that almost like pie crust. Pie crust. It's got that buttery pie crust nature to it. I don't know. This is now Trinidad, and it's got, yeah. This is now I could smoke. Now I can start seeing. I still wouldn't pay for it. This is, but I could see exactly the DNA that I was looking for originally.
Take your butt back and ask for a third discount because the first third was no good.
I just get them to roll the 2/3, yeah. Just keep the opening third.
If we could
wow,
orchestrate
this has become a really good cigar, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from this point. But
mine's changed, but not much. Just a tiny little bit up. Still under medium.
No, mine's dead. Not medium full, but just a touch over medium at this point. Let's see how you go. Where are you at in your cigar? What about about the same level? Yeah, sweet. It's good. We're back with you at the end of the last third. Kenny, last third, and to me, it's just got better and better and better, that second to last third. How did you find it?
No, not. I mean, look, it's coming to that sort of quite hot towards the end, that young cigar stage. It picked up a bit.
You are right. Okay. Like we've nubbed this, yeah.
Yeah. Mine, I think, has been lower key than yours, and I'm quite happy with that today. Today, this has suited me perfectly. 92, 93.
Yeah, I bitched and complained about that opening third. The second third I was enamored with. The last third has just kicked on even a little bit more than that. Definitely 93 for me, which is where I expect these cigars to perform each and every bloody time you get one, because they're not cheap cigars.
No, that's the thing, they should.
It should be 93 point. Now, this is May 21, if I remember correctly, MTS, May 21. So it's not an old cigar. It's got 12. I expect this cigar, this has got all the same characteristics as a really good or really young Corona Extra, we're going to say, Robusto Tea, some of the great Trinidads. This has got some of that DNA. But I was worried that first third, Ken. I was really, really worried. But no, this has been a good cigar. It's been a good experience.
Well, I think my first third was better than yours, and your second and third thirds probably better than mine. But I'm quite happy with this. If it was if perhaps in more normal circumstances I would have expected a fraction more, but yeah, I'm not unhappy with this at all.
You take a 92, 93 on a Saturday morning, 11 a.m. What is it now? So it's been going an hour and a half, this cigar. Superb. Good stuff. Loving it. Price point, up to you people. Everyone's got different pockets.
Get used to the new reel.
Jesus, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get used to the new reel. So if you see them on a daily deal on FOH, jump on in. Or if you're completely enamored with Trinidad and you've got deep pockets, it's all yours. But it's not that much better, guys, than a Hoy de Monte Rio Seco, if at all. And that's probably where I will still spend my coin as a regular cigar if I want something around that gauge. H. Upman Magnum 54, excellent cigar, smoking really, really well at far less the price. You know, even a really good Monte Cristo Edmundo, really good. I had one on the 2-boss the other night, which is sensational, 94, 95. There are options. You don't have to go to Cohiba in Trinidad to get a supreme experience. I use that terminology, which is a Habanos terminology. You don't have to go anywhere near them to get that sort of experience.
Look, it's going very much like the world of wine in that, you know, go back 10, 20 years and that you go to lunch and you expect people to bring along, you know, well, you'd have to go back a bit further for things like DRCs and things, but top Bordeaux, the Sassicaïs, the top Super Tuscans, all those sort of things. These days, they are just so expensive that they're an occasional luxury. And that's the way I think the cigars are going. That you're going to look at the Cohibas and the very top cigars as the occasional luxury, unless you've got serious dosh, and good luck if you have. Otherwise, we're going to be smoking a lot of those sort of the Monte Edmundos, all those you mentioned. They're going to be the daily cigars as opposed to these things.
I think you need to, Kenny. I think honestly, I'm doing it more and more on purpose, just to and forgive me, but I'll smoke. We might actually do this one review. We'll take a top end Cohiba, and we'll take something as close as we can from the regular production stock, and we'll smoke it side by side, and we'll go exactly how much better is it than that? What's the smoking experience between the two? I'd love to do that.
Quite interesting to do them, yeah.
To do a side by side.
I serve at the pleasure.
Always good. Lovely to catch up, mate. Thank you, FOH. Until next week. Hasta luego.